Carrie Underwood is speaking out after being loudly booed on American Idol, and what happened on that stage has quickly become one of the most talked about television moments of 2026. The March 2nd Hollywood Week Music City Takeover episode was supposed to be all about rising talent fighting for a shot at stardom. Instead, it turned into a viral showdown between a country superstar judge and a fiercely protective live audience. And now, Carrie is making it crystal clear that she is not backing down. The moment unfolded in Nashville, Tennessee, during one of the most intense rounds of the competition. Hollywood Week has always been brutal. It's where dreams either start to crystallize or completely fall apart. Emotions run high, contestants are exhausted, judges are under pressure to make the right calls. And this year, with Carrie Underwood sitting at the judging table alongside Bryan and Lionel Richie, expectations were sky high. After all, Carrie isn't just any judge. She is one of American Idol's most successful winners, taking home the crown back in 2005 during season 4 and building a career that turned her into one of the biggest names in country music. So when 22-year-old contestant Mor Ilderton from West Virginia stepped onto the stage and chose to perform an original song instead of working with the live band, Carrie immediately had concerns. Original songs can be powerful, they can be bold, but they can also be risky, especially during a critical elimination round where contestants are expected to showcase versatility and vocal strength. Carrie knew the stakes. She's been there. She's lived it. Before she even delivered her full critique, she looked toward the audience and predicted exactly what would happen. She said, "You guys are gonna boo me. You're gonna boo me. It's coming. Bring it on. I love it. Your boos are feeding me." The line was sharp, confident, and almost playful, but seconds later, the crowd proved her right. The boos erupted across the venue. It wasn't subtle, it wasn't scattered, it was loud, sustained, and impossible to ignore. Carrie continued anyway. She explained that while she respected the courage it takes to perform an original song, she believed Mor missed an opportunity by not utilizing the band. She emphasized that at this stage of the competition, contestants need to show how they can interpret different styles and handle live musical dynamics. It wasn't personal, it wasn't cruel, it was strategic feedback from someone who understands exactly what it takes to win. But the crowd didn't see it that way. The booing intensified and the tension in the room became palpable. Bryan quickly jumped in to defend her, reminding everyone she only won this, she knows. That statement carried weight. Carrie Underwood didn't just participate in American Idol, she dominated it. She went from small-town Oklahoma girl to Grammy-winning superstar. Her advice isn't theoretical, it's lived experience. Carrie shot back playfully, telling Luke, "You're not included in the discussions," keeping her composure while the audience continued reacting. At one point, she even asked the crowd why they weren't booing Luke, and when they finally did, she laughed. It was clear she wasn't shaken. If anything, she seemed energized. But once the episode aired nationally, the conversation exploded far beyond the Nashville studio. Clips of the booing went viral across social media within hours. Fans debated whether the audience was overreacting or whether Carrie's critique came off too harsh. Some praised her for being honest in an era where judges are often accused of being too soft. Others argued that the delivery felt dismissive. And then, inevitably, the discussion widened. Some viewers brought up her performance at President Donald Trump's second presidential inauguration in January 2025, where she sang "America the Beautiful." That appearance had already sparked divided reactions across the political spectrum. Supporters applauded her patriotism, critics questioned her decision. While there's no official confirmation that the American Idol boos were politically motivated, social media speculation ran wild, with some suggesting that lingering public opinions may have influenced the crowd's reaction. Carrie didn't ignore the backlash. While the episode aired, she took to social media and wrote, "Boo me, I don't care," at American Idol. Short, direct, defiant. The post instantly went viral, racking up millions of views and thousands of comments. Supporters flooded her timeline with praise, calling her fearless, authentic, and refreshingly honest. Others continued to debate her judging style. What makes this moment so compelling is that Carrie isn't new to criticism. Over the past 2 decades, she's faced industry pressure, media scrutiny, personal tragedy, and relentless public attention. She's built a career that includes multiple Grammy Awards, chart-topping albums like Some Hearts, Carnival Ride, and Cry Pretty, and record-breaking tours. She has consistently been one of country music's most awarded female artists. She knows how to stand in the spotlight. And in many ways, this American Idol moment feels like a full-circle evolution. Back in the early 2000s, viewers watched as judges critiqued her performances week after week. She stood on that stage nervously awaiting feedback from Simon Cowell, Paula Abdul, and Randy Jackson. She absorbed the criticism, she improved, she adapted, and she won. Now, 2 decades later, she's the one delivering that feedback, understanding that growth often comes from discomfort. Hollywood Week has always produced dramatic reactions. It's a pressure cooker. Contestants form bonds and audiences get attached quickly. When a judge questions a fan favorite, emotions flare. Historically, even Simon Cowell was regularly booed for harsh critiques during the show's original Fox run. In many ways, booing is part of the American Idol tradition. It signals investment. It means the audience cares. Still, this moment felt different because of Carrie's unique position. She isn't just a judge hired for celebrity appeal. She represents the show's ultimate success story. Her presence at the table symbolizes possibility for every contestant standing before her. That makes her critiques carry even more weight. Industry insiders have since commented that Carrie's feedback during Hollywood Week was aligned with production standards. Contestants are expected to demonstrate versatility. Judges are encouraged to push them beyond comfort zones. Risk-taking can pay off, but calculated strategy often determines who survives elimination rounds. Meanwhile, Mor Ilderton, the contestant at the center of the controversy, has also gained attention from the moment. Being critiqued so publicly and defended so loudly by an audience can sometimes boost a contestant's visibility. In the social media era, even negative moments can turn into career catalysts. As the competition progresses toward the top 30 and the Hawaii rounds, all eyes are on Carrie. Viewers are watching to see whether the booing continues, whether her critiques soften, or whether she doubles down on her straightforward approach. Early previews suggest she remains firm but balanced, offering both encouragement and pointed advice. Public opinion remains divided. Some longtime fans argue that American Idol needs tougher judges again. They believe the show's early success was fueled by blunt honesty that forced contestants to level up. Others prefer a more nurturing tone, especially in an era where mental health awareness plays a larger role in public conversations. Carrie appears to be walking a line between those two philosophies. She smiles, she laughs, she encourages, but she also critiques with specificity. She talks about breath control, song choice, stage presence, and long-term career strategy. She doesn't just say, "good job," or "that wasn't great." She explains why. Behind the scenes, sources close to production say Carrie anticipated strong reactions during Hollywood Week. She even joked weeks earlier that she gets booed a lot during intense rounds. That foresight makes her on-stage prediction, "you're gonna boo me," feel less defensive and more knowingly theatrical. The broader entertainment world has also weighed in. Commentators on daytime talk shows debated whether the audience crossed a line. Music critics pointed out that passionate reactions are part of live television's appeal. Some former contestants have publicly supported Carrie, noting that tough feedback ultimately helped them grow. And perhaps that's the core of this entire situation: growth. American Idol has always been about transformation. Contestants evolve, judges evolve, the show itself has evolved, moving from Fox to ABC, updating formats, and adapting to streaming-era viewing habits. Carrie Underwood's return as a judge symbolizes that evolution. She represents the bridge between old-school Idol intensity and modern mentorship. Her handling of the boos demonstrates something else, too: resilience. Instead of retreating or issuing a lengthy apology, she embraced the noise. She turned it into a moment of empowerment. "Your boos are feeding me" wasn't just a witty comeback, it was a declaration that she won't shrink under pressure. For fans who remember her shy beginnings in 2005, that confidence is striking. The young woman who once nervously clutched a microphone while awaiting judges' scores has transformed into a powerhouse who commands arenas and television studios alike. As ratings reports roll in, it's clear that the controversy hasn't hurt viewership. In fact, episodes following the booing moment saw a spike in online engagement. Clips continue circulating across TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, with commentary videos dissecting every facial expression and audience reaction. Whether the boos were about one critique, broader cultural divisions, or simply live show energy gone wild, the incident has undeniably reinvigorated conversation around American Idol. And for a show in its third decade, staying culturally relevant is no small feat. Carrie Underwood remains focused on the contestants. In recent interviews, she has emphasized that her goal is to prepare them for the real music industry, an industry that is far less forgiving than a television audience. Record executives won't hesitate, streaming numbers won't lie, touring audiences won't always cheer. If contestants can't handle boos in a controlled environment, they may struggle on bigger stages. That perspective adds depth to her stance. She isn't critiquing to belittle, she's critiquing to prepare. As the season unfolds, viewers will continue debating her style. Some will cheer, some will boo, but one thing is undeniable. Carrie Underwood has once again reminded everyone that American Idol is still capable of delivering raw, unscripted television moments. And in an entertainment landscape often dominated by polished perfection, that kind of unpredictability is rare. Carrie walked into Hollywood Week knowing she might face backlash. She delivered her critique anyway. She predicted the boos, she embraced them, and she left the stage stronger than ever. Whether you agree with her or not, she has once again proven why she remains one of the most compelling figures to ever come out of American Idol. Make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more celebrity updates just like this.